Alright, welcome back. We are here with Mission 11 of the Factions campaign, Unwaking Waters. And this is also the final two-party mission in all of Guild Wars 1. I mean, just like Vizuna Square, it will be taking one party from the Luxon side and one party from the Kurzik side and mashing them together to accomplish the objective of defeating one boss. And depending on how quickly you pull it off, also a bunch of extra ads. So, actually, I've forgotten the specific timing of the, I don't remember the specific timing of the Masters. Okay, it's 15 minutes, either normal or hard mode. So, should be pretty easy to hit. In terms of comp, main thing I have done is I have placed Pain Inverter. Depending on, what I did with Eternal Grove, this may be the first or the second time you're seeing it. I don't know, because I still have not done it yet. Pain Inverter is extremely useful to use on Kunavang. Make sure you have it in your party, just in case the other side does not. If you both have Pain Inverter, coordinate it ahead of time. Who's going first? So that way you can extend it longer and reflect some of Kunavang's damage back. Because how the boss is going to work here is... if you get them to a specific percentage, it just skips you to the final battle. So if you can get that on the first wave, it is amazing for damage. And that remark, actually, now that I think about it, I am going to take out my Panic and my Psychic Instability, and I'm going to put double E-Surge on. Because I want all of the damage that I can get. Kunavang also doesn't have enchantments, so... I don't really need Shatter Enchantment either. We'll put Spiritual Pain back on and try to get even more damage out of that. So yeah, we're pretty much focused on doing as much damage as possible here. But anyways, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get rolling. Well, after these 45 seconds. So if you are partnered up with somebody, you are going to see them in the area where you spawn. If you don't see another party, the henchman will appear when the actual mission starts after the timer within the mission itself goes down. So not this one. Once you go in, it gives you the same 1 minute timer from Vizuna to help you get settled in with your team. But it also means you don't have to chat check. You can immediately go in and ask, hey, do you have PI? And we got no one. So one thing you can try to do, by the way, there's the boss Kunavang, is if you stand right up here, sometimes this mob is actually close enough that you can get them to come over to the gate and you can fight them early. So I'm going to see if I can get that going. But I'm not putting my hopes up for it. And also try to get Kunavang. Yeah, no go. But yeah, as soon as this timer ends, the Kurzik side of the henchman will spawn in. I do wonder if I get Argo if I entered from the Kurzik side, but I'm not doing that, because then I get Kurzik faction for completing the mission. And that's not worth it to me. So, before we start, since I didn't pull the enemies, gonna summon my spirits now. There they are. All nice and ready to help me out. So now, go ahead and fight the first mob here. Just make sure you stay out of... Oh my God. Okay, good. They are scattering around a little bit, staying out of the big giant AoE. I was going to be very annoyed with them. You have an Ellie back there. So the group's got a lot higher damage. I'm doing a slightly riskier strat here. Because I don't have the shutdown from Panic. But as long as it bends and doesn't break, this strategy is fine. Alright, there we go. Pick up your items. Once we're through here, we are on to the battle with Kunavang. There's Kunavang right up ahead. This is the first place that they'll engage you. So I'm going to try to get my spirits close. And get rolling. Now cast Pain Inverter and get all the damage you can get out of it. The more, the better. And if you can get it low enough here before it flies away, you can skip to the next phase. And I might get that in one go. Yeah, looks like we got it. So bam, right there, we're at the end. But gotta resummon all my spirits now. Pain Inverter on there, because I can. So if you failed, these afflicted here that are running around, they'll engage you at various checkpoints. And when you kill the bosses, it drops a resurrection orb. If the other group wipes, you can drop the resurrection orb on them to save them. So if your whole group goes down, as long as it's not the henchman group, you might not want to quit, because they might come res you. But anyways, that's done, and the minions are certainly having their fun there. So a reminder, 15 minutes was the Master's reward. I'm pretty sure this was done in like 3. I was not kidding when I said in the last mission, Unwaking Waters is pretty fast. And hopefully Imperial Sanctum will be around this fast. Yes, 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 Kunavang, yes, Shiro is absolutely horrible. Yes, we all know this. Unfortunately, I will not be having you cash in your debt.
Please, it is enough of a reward to simply be in.
Yeah, exactly. We're not taking your celestial skill. Okay, don't finish that thought. That's fine. You absolutely are not required to use said magics. I can confirm as much, and I will be demonstrating as much when we get to that point. You mean the domain of anguish?
What is it he seeks?
Judging from the locations where we've encountered him, I'd say
Alright, so like I said, if you're here to learn the story, yeah, it's completely out of context because I've been skipping everything. And I'm also intentionally talking over everything so you can't even hear them. I just wish I could cover the subtitles. Then you really couldn't see anything.
We congratulate you. Your debt to us is nearly paid in full. Complete this final task, and you'll live beyond immortality.
What is it you ask of us?
Shiro is very close to getting what he desires. He needs to do only one last deed.
Yeah, whatever.
What deed? What will
I'm
he
debating
do?
if I just hide the game. Can I just... Yeah, I could try to cover it with myself. That's about it.
He will spill the blood of the royal.
This is the cutscene that never ends. The cutscene is taking longer than the mission at this point. We've been in here for a solid 2 minutes, and I still don't know how long it took. That's crazy.
The task is to stop this from happening.
Hurry now. You have no time to waste.
Yeah, I would. How about you stop talking to me so I could hurry? 2 minutes and 4 seconds. That's crazy talk. So yeah, Unwaking Waters, very quick mission. Now you're in Harvest Temple. So quick note if you're ever vanquishing Unwaking Waters. It gives you Luxon faction on completing it, because Luxons are better. There's just further evidence of why the Luxons are superior to the Kurziks, by the way. Is they have Unwaking Waters. Is depending on which faction controls Harvest Temple, determines whose blessing you can pick up. Because in Unwaking Waters, there's only one resurrection shrine in the explorable area, and that's this one all the way out here. So if you entered it, like I am about to here, I've got to fill the time somehow, by the way. You can see it's Luxon's over there, and the shrine is not active. So if I actually wiped here, you have to return to Outpost if you are not on the side whose faction controls the Outpost. So do keep that in mind if you are vanquishing. And otherwise, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope these are useful, and we'll see you for the penultimate mission of Factions.